Hello, 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 and welcome. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. How are you guys doing on a Friday? Let me get myself together. I had this all queued up and ready to go. And wait a second. Wait a minute. Wait. I had everything queued up and ready to go. And um, geez, Louise, it like I guess it like stalled out and reset itself or something. I don't know. Okay, I have my heat on. I'm so hot. I just have a lot going on. I have a lot going on. I am hot in here. I told my daughter, said, "Where's that? Wear that straw hat that you always wear. It's like a straw hat." And I said, "I'm too cold for the straw hat. I need something that's like gonna keep me warmer. I am freezing." So I'm happy to be here tonight, though. I'm happy to be here tonight. I feel like I've been getting organized today with work things, getting organized with some other things. And so I'm feeling good, but I am ready to go to sleep. So when this is done, I am done. I am going to bed. So who do we have in the chat tonight? It's a Friday night. We have Simply Taisha. Happy Friday, DD and Divalicious fam. I love that. Beverly, she said, Simply Taisha is in the house, the first one there. Mel to the B. Mel, how are you? How are you? Everyone is saying hello to each other. Taisha is making some dinner. I will say, you guys know my rule is to eat before 7:30. Well, I just got so distracted with what I was doing that I just ate just not too long ago. I probably ate more like 7:45 ish because 7:30. I try not to go past that, but I ate late tonight, and my daughter she wanted a salad with her little chicken tenders, and I just had the salad. So I'm feeling like I got to stay up for 3 hours because I don't want to lay down before my food has had a chance to digest. So I got to be up for 3 hours. So it's 8:30. So that means I can't go to bed till like 11:35. That's okay. I think I can make it. We shall see. So who else do we have in here? What are you making? I need to be on your eating plan. I'm making chickpeas with nutritional yeast and asparagus. I'm also making vanilla chia seed pudding for later. LOL. And today I tried that peanut butter bowl. I tried the peanut butter bowl and it was okay. It has to grow on me, but I felt like I was doing something good for my body. I put blueberries in there and strawberries in there, and I made the peanut butter out of the peanut butter powder. So I was so excited. I tried something new and different. All right. So, Linda's journey, how are you? How are you? Linda, you could be so helpful for us tonight because we're going to be talking about how to get that fine man, right? Beverly, have bought the nutritional yeast. I have not tried it yet. I can't remember. Did she say it had a taste or I can't remember if she said it had a taste or not. I don't know. People are saying hello to Miss Linda. Miss Linda is saying hello and Lakeisha. Oh my goodness. All your profile pics, I keep telling you guys are awesome sauce. You guys look good. Val M, how are you? How are you? Good to see you. Jen, I was hoping you would be in here. Mary, hello, Mary. I'm so glad you came. I'm so glad you came. We have Nadia. Nadia, you eat before 5 p.m. She says, I'm old, LOL. I think that's great. So what time do you eat in the morning, Nadia? Oh my goodness, that's a long time. Oh my gosh. Mel is saying hi to Jen. Jen said I had half of a steak and cheese sub. Okay, very good. That sounds good. Even though I don't eat steak, it sounds good. I saw a good looking steak the other day too. I don't know. I was scrolling somewhere and I just thought, geez, maybe I'm hungry because I really don't look at a steak and think it looks good. That was a good looking steak. Val M says nutritional yeast like cheese on popcorn. Okay. Oh, okay. I never would have thought to do that. Simply Tasha, my peanut butter bowl turned out well. I used raspberries and some vanilla yogurt. Interesting that you say that, Mel, because I started to put yogurt in mine, and I thought I didn't hear Taisha say she put yogurt in hers. So I'm trying to go with what I know somebody likes, but maybe you do, and I just haven't seen that. But I am gonna try the yogurt. It was so tempting to add it, and I just didn't. I wanted to like start off a little bit. I thought I had some sunflower seeds, and they were expired. I get these sunflower seeds from Trader Joe's, and I had 2 bags of them. One was raw and one was a salted bag. They both expire in the summer. So that goes to show you how long it's been since I've eaten those, but I'm gonna sprinkle some of those when I get in. I think I had some walnuts and I sprinkled walnuts, or maybe been some pecans, I don't know, but I sprinkled them in there. But yeah, I don't know. I'm trying it. I'm trying it. It's the best. That's mostly all I eat. A steak. Oh, I haven't had a steak in 15 to 20 years. You should try the Simply Truth powdered peanut butter, DD. Yeah, I have to get here, but I don't have a Kroger here. So when we meet up in the summer, hopefully we meet up. You got to bring some from Kroger. Mel says, mine is actually dairy-free yogurt. I don't like dairy. Okay, very good, very good. All right, okay, okay. So, let me see. What was I gonna say? Okay, tonight, you guys, I'm all thinking about the yogurt and all that. So tonight we are talking about, I don't know if you guys saw the thumbnail. Let me pull this thumbnail up. You know, I was thinking, what are we going to talk about tonight? And I thought about this prayer that Ciara, said she did. I was doing something on YouTube, and her prayer came up. She had this prayer, and they said she was on this song with Summer Walker. I didn't hear the song, but I did pull up the prayer, and I don't think I have the whole entire prayer, but her prayer works. She got she got herself the man of her dreams, she says, her soulmate, Russell Wilson. I know you guys probably all know him, the quarterback. He was a quarterback, right? And I don't know who he plays for right now. I don't keep up with Russell Wilson. But I do love Ciara. I think she's adorable. I love seeing her on social media with her kids and all of that. So I thought, let's talk about, if you had that great man, tell us, what qualities you were looking for. If you do not have that great man, let's pray. Let's pray that we get him. So I'm just going to tell you before we get started with the actual prayer. Now, this prayer, when I listened to the song with her and Summer Walker, it's not really a song that I heard. It was like the lyrics, and she was speaking the lyrics. It was a little bit less than what I, printed out that she actually said. So we're close to her prayer. We're going to be as close to it as I could get. But, this is, I just want to tell you guys, when she met him, because, we got to kind of put things in perspective, right? We know she was dating that rapper. That didn't work out so hot. They had a son. And she said she thought she was going to be single for 4 years. For 4 years. And this, I can so relate to her story. She said she was going to be single for 4 years, and she said he's still Richie Rich. And I don't know why that number, she says, was 4 years, but I really was ready to take my time and be patient. That is me. I say that all the time. And let love really fall in place the right way. I desired something new. I desired something different. That is me. I think I need to go different. I desire to be loved to the highest capacity and to be loved the way I deserved. Of course, I'm saying that too. That is me, right? Let your light shine in, Delilah. How are you? How are you? So I feel the same way. I'm really, taking my time, being very patient, not trying to rush things. And I feel like it has worked for me. The ex-boyfriends or the friends with benefits that used to call and want to hang out. I've cut all that off. I cut all that off some years ago. So I'm feeling proud of myself. But this is what she said, and then we'll get into her prayer. And then I have some questions for you guys. We're going to manifest this man. That's what we're going to do. Now, some of you are saying, I don't want a man. I don't care about a man. I don't want a woman. I don't care about a woman. I don't want a partner. I don't care about a partner. But that's not me. I do. But I'm not desperate or anything like that. But I am. I think just like we focus on our weight loss, we're focusing on whatever we're focused on. You got to focus on it. You got to manifest it. You got to set goals in order to get it. And I think I've done done that with everything but my relationship. So I want to do something different, like I'm doing something different with my weight loss. So Ciara says, I pray for a God-fearing man. I pray for discernment. I pray for wisdom to really learn from the wisdom that I'm gaining from the experience that I'm going through, which is, when she was in her other relationship that didn't work. I pray for a man that loved kids, because obviously me having a son, if you're going to love me, you got to love him, which we all know if you have kids, that is, the number one thing, right? I pray for a man that was worldly as well. Now, I thought this was interesting. She said she prayed for a man that was worldly, which I thought was interesting because I love to explore. So that's what she meant by worldly. Like she likes to, travel and do this and that. And, I never thought, I never thought to be that specific when I was praying about a husband or a partner. So it says, so someone that was gonna edify my world, that was important to me. I was ready to level up. I was ready to level up. And I love how she said that, because whenever you say you want to level up or you have, a certain standard, people start to think that you're picky. I've been told that I'm picky. My standards are too high. And why is that? Why do people say that? I don't know. I don't know. There was a guy I was supposed to be contacting him and asking him to come in this chat, but I forgot. So maybe he will. Because I want to ask a guy, men don't want to be put on the hot seat, but we want to put you on the hot seat. So this is the last thing I'll say, and then we'll talk about it. Ciara also described meeting Wilson in 2015. She said they were at an NBC rap party. I remember looking at my husband the first night we met. It's like a movie. Oh, don't you love that feeling when you have that? When we talk about our story back to each other, we both have the same feelings. It was a calm feeling all over my body. I love that. She said, I also remember looking at him and I thought he was the most beautiful thing I had ever seen. She said, what we say, when we say that, we are also talking about being equally yoked. It was just light. It's like a light, and it was right. It was easy. Even in the tough times, it's easy. And I absolutely love that because, don't you guys hear a lot about what, people call it struggle love? I've heard that term. The younger people use that a lot, struggle love. And I don't think you have to have a love that struggles. I don't think you have to have a struggle love. Now, I know it's going to be some bumps in the road, but I just don't think that you start out. I think things are easy, like friendships, right? Like some of you guys I'm getting to know on here. I just like an easy breezy friendship. Like, I just like things easy breezy. Like, don't make me think too hard about it. Let's just go with it. So yeah, so we can see that, gosh, it sounds like, you felt that sensation, and the times I really have, the guy that I would consider the love of my life so far, because I don't think I really met the love of my life, but I will say so far, that's the feeling I got around him. I did feel like a sense of security, a sense of calmness, a sense of, I did feel like I had leveled up a little bit. But yeah. Let me not reminisce. But yeah, I think a lot of women sometimes, think that, and I know the younger girls think that the struggle love is the way to go because you see it on, because everything is so visual now. We see it, we hear it on social media. And I just don't think struggle love is the way I want to go. Now, whatever you do is what you do, but I don't want the struggle love. I don't. I want the easy, breezy, lemon squeezy. All right. So I see you guys are putting some things in the chat. So let's just look at her prayer. Let's see what she prayed for. I don't think this is 100% the prayer, but we'll see. She says, I pray the next man in my life will be my husband. I pray he loves me, he leads me, he guides me, he reassures me. I pray that he holds me. I pray that I have everything I want and need in him. I pray he will love me the way you love me. Your love is unconditional. You are the way, the truth, and the light. In you, there's hope. Lord, thank you for reminding me who I am. I am a queen. I deserve to be treated like one. I am a warrior. I will get up. I'm a child of God. I'm everything you say I am. I am an overcomer. I built for this. She says, I'm built for this. And I love that. I absolutely love that. That prayer kind of gave me chills. Like, I love that. I love that she says, she's on here, she's manifesting it in her words, but she's also, she's giving herself props. She's saying, I'm better than what I was, doing before. I deserve this. So she says, I'm a queen. I love that. I deserve to be treated like one. I'm a warrior. I will get up. I'm a child of God. I'm everything you say. I'm an overcomer. I am built for this. So I know a lot of relationships where women, especially women, men too, because I have some male friends, that relationships will break you down. And I will give myself credit. I don't think I've had a relationship that broke me apart yet. Now, I got some life to live. So hopefully you guys will let me know if we're friends like that. You're going to tell me, hey, Shay, this is not the way to go. So I don't think I've ever been broken down, but geez Louise, I've been heartbroken a couple of good times. And none of those times did I say to myself, I don't deserve love. I don't deserve this. I don't deserve that. But I've had actual people who have told me that. They said, I deserve what he's doing. I don't think I'm going to get any better. Nobody else is going to love me. Nobody else is going to like me. I've actually heard that come out of a woman's mouth. I've actually witnessed a woman being hit. And it was through the phone though, and we were in person when he was doing it. It was, I saw it on a call, like on a phone. Thrown out of a car. Some women, some of my friends have been through it. And and a lot of times it's their self-esteem. And and I know, we're all on a weight loss journey. And so, a lot of times, I think the weight kind of takes your self-esteem from some people, not all, but the ones that have, and um I will say to you, it happens to women that don't even have weight problems. Your self-esteem can be shattered by, hearing the same words over and over and over. Eventually you start to believe it. And so, I just think, once that man, we always talk about physical abuse, but I think verbal abuse can even be worse. And I think once that man starts, telling you you're, good, making digs about you, making comments, like that's a red flag that you gotta move, because a lot of times verbal abuse turns into physical abuse, right? And I don't think love is supposed to hurt like that. Mine isn't going to. I know that. And I think everybody is different. Everybody has a different way they grew up. Everybody has seen different things. And I know a lot of women that have been physically abused, say they saw their grandmother be abused, their mother be abused. They thought that's what the way you show love is, to argue and all of that. And so that all is not lost on me. And so, I'm not judgmental at all. But I just think that, once you know better, once you hear better, you got to do better. You got to want more for yourself than somebody else wants for you. So I can go off on a tangent about this all day long. So what are you guys saying in the chat? I think this is great. I'm one of those people that I'm praying a lot already. And it's times where I really got into praying about a relationship, and then I stopped because I wasn't ready for one. I don't think I was ready for one. And I don't know that I'm ready for one now. I think I'm a lot ready since we've been having these talks and just hearing you guys, every Friday. If I wasn't ready, if I was like at on a scale from 1 to 10, when I started, I might have been a 4. Now I think I'm more like a 7. So that, as far as being ready. But yeah, it's just been, eye-opening to hear some of the things that you guys have been sharing and talking about, and also hearing from Linda and some other people about, love that, it's possible. You always think in 2025, it's just not going down. It's so different, but And not really. So I want to know from you guys, what does manifesting love mean to you at this stage in your life? Like what does that mean to manifest love? And I think you gotta speak it. I think you gotta say you want it. Because I hear a lot of people saying, I don't care about a man, I don't care about a woman, I don't want one, I don't need one. And I'm just gonna say to you guys, I need a man. I do. Now, do I need a man financially? Thank God I don't. But all the other stuff that a man can give and do, I can't do that. My daughter can't do that. My dad can't do that. So I will say I do need a man. And I think a lot of times women, we're so independent. We say, I don't need a man. I don't need a man. And I think a lot of times people are speaking financially. But I, for one, I'm going to just say I do. I need a man. There are things that men can do that a woman, for me, can't do, and my daughter can't do. And I'm looking for like a partnership, I think. And I don't have to have it tomorrow, but eventually, I think that's good. So for me to manifest it, I think I have to say I want it, right? And I have to be open to. Exploring, like dating. I got to be open to dating, and that's what I have had not been really ready for. So in order for me to manifest that, I'm going to say some prayers, but I'm also going to have an open mind when I talk about it, because to say there's no good guys out here, I guess saying a positive about it, and then I'm going to amp my prayers up, because I kind of cut my prayers off. And at night I pray with my daughter. We pray together, and so sometimes before I go to sleep, after her and I say our prayer, before I go to sleep, I'll say another little prayer, and that's what I need to start doing, like adding that in there. But I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. I'm not in a hurry. But it would be nice. So what are you guys saying in the chat? What does manifesting love mean to you? I would love to know that. Taisha says, I don't believe love should be a struggle either. No, no, no. I don't either. I don't either. I need to put the same effort into dating like I did into losing weight. I didn't play about that. Yes, 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 yes. Exactly, exactly. Um, People are saying yes, yes, yes. And that's what manifesting it is, right? When you manifest something, you put energy, effort. And I always say things that I tell the students in my class that what you put energy and effort into will be successful, right? Practice makes perfect or close to it. And we know nothing's perfect, but I always say practice makes perfect or close to it. So what you put that energy and effort into, that's what's going to manifest and develop into something. Just like our weight loss, like I said earlier, exactly. I'm going to put that effort into getting back on my drums consistently. Okay, that's so cool. That's so cool. And so you and your husband have a shared love for music, I feel like. So I think that's a great connection. And I think that's another thing where I have to do is meet people. I talked about the guy who loved to exercise and all that, and I'm not into that. Like, I don't love it like he does. And I know people were like, oh, Diva, you need to do this, don't think so hard. I really believe that you have to have common interests. I do. I do. I have some friends who their husband, they don't really have a lot in common as far as what they like to do. So they, going on, to the movies with me. They're really not ever really going with their husband, or they're doing things with their girlfriends, not really doing it with their husband because they don't have the same interests. And I think that's fine if you're okay with that. But for me, that's what I want. I want a guy that wants to go to the same type of movies I like to go to. Now, we don't have to like everything the same, but I want a guy who likes the same type of music. If I want to go listen to jazz, I don't want him to be like, I can't stand jazz. If I can't stand country and he loves country, it's like, and that I'm not going to let that little thing kind of deter me. But well, you know what I'm saying? I'm looking for somebody that, just kind of has that similar interest. But if he has everything that Ciara said in that prayer, I can listen to some country. Look and check out my hat. Oh my goodness, I crack myself up sometimes. Okay, what are you guys saying? You guys are saying verbal, emotional, spiritual, and financial abuse is horrid. Yes, yes, yes. A lot of people are suffering through that as we speak. If I wasn't in a relationship, Delilah says I definitely would not be looking. I have too much growing up to do to be fair to a new partner. You know what? I think that is so awesome that you know that about yourself. I really do. I think that's a great start. And that's what I was thinking a couple years ago since I haven't been dating. I was thinking the same thing. Dee and friends, for me, I believe manifesting love is being what I seek. Kind, committed, God-fearing, active, and funny. Yes, yes, yes. I agree. I agree. Manifesting love takes time and effort. I agree, Lakeisha. I agree. I agree. So, we want a partner that has those same things. So, do you believe prayer or a mindset can attract the right partner? Do you think that prayer works? Do you think that's going to attract the right partner? And would you date a guy who had, like, let's say you had a checklist of 10 things and the guy had all those things, but he didn't believe in prayer. He didn't believe in the power of prayer. He didn't believe in praying. He was not a prayer. Is he still a keeper for you? And if you don't, that question doesn't even matter. But if you are and your partner did not have that going on, or let's say you did not believe in a higher power and your partner did, and he wanted you to go to church, he wanted you to be involved in his religion, would you do that? I remember that conversation we had with Amy, and she said that's one of the things that she'd be willing to negotiate about and compromise on. Would you guys do that same thing? Delilah says, I want similar interests, but also separate interests so we can bond over the similarities and introduce one another to new ones, but also be able with our own interest, but love to enjoy each other. Yes, 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 yes. And I think, things that you don't have the similar interest in, I mean, that's what friends are for, right? But I just think of everything you got going on is not a similar interest. I don't know. I don't want that for myself. Definitely prayer with faith changes things for me. I agree. I agree. Yes, prayer is the key for both partners. It really is. To me. No, but if you both are non-believers in prayer, then I think that you're equally yoked in that way. Kim J says, I know prayer changes things. You ought to always pray and never doubt prayer changes things. And that's on period. Happy Friday, everyone, she's saying. Kim J, I agree with you. Delilah, no, I couldn't be with a man who doesn't have the same faith as I do. That's something I would never bend on again. Yeah, I think that's one of the things that you have to kind of have in common. For me anyway. So what about this? Have your relationships this is a good question. Has your relationship standards changed since you been on your weight loss journey? So have your relationship standards changed since you've been on a weight loss journey? Now, if you're already married and then you were on one, how has your marriage changed since you've been on a weight loss journey? I'm curious because sometimes I do know if you were with a man and you lost weight, sometimes men don't like that. Especially they like you just the way they found you. Sometimes they don't like that. So what do you guys think? What do you think about that? Have your relationship standards, Mel B says, no ma'am, since losing weight. Okay. Um, Mine have not either. I think I've always had the same standards, the same thing. My shirt is a little big, but that's okay. Let's see. Simply Taisha says, I'm happier with not letting myself down, so that's better for everyone. Yes, yes, yes. You're happier with yourself. That's a great point, because when you're happy with yourself, doesn't that that kind of carries over into everything else you're doing? It really does. My husband is love. My husband loves me for me, not my size. He's okay either way. And I love that. I love that. That's very good. Very good. Lakeisha says no. Okay. All right. Very good. So good. So you guys have, husbands that are supportive no matter what size you are. But I do, thought Taisha made a great point. If you're happier with yourself, you're just going to be a benefit and happier with him and everything else, right? Everything's going to kind of fall into place. So what qualities do you guys consider essentially in a high value partner? And now, where you are now, what would you consider some like non-negotiable qualities And we're gonna say spiritual because a lot of you said that. What else? Let's see. For me, what are some qualities? Of course, I want him to be a spiritual, God-fearing guy. Um, so that's my one of my number ones. I want him to love children and love. I should say love my child and love children in general. Um, I think he should be established in his career. Um, in a career in something. For me, that's important for me. And I think, not about a particular job, but I do think you should have skills. I think you should have ambition. Maybe I'll say that because we all know you could be working for the federal government and lost your job. Then what? You have to have skills and be marketable to go somewhere else. So I will say ambition. I like somebody that's like a doer. I don't know if that makes sense. Like they stand on business. I'm gonna say that. Stand on business. Yeah, I'm typing this in the chat so you guys can see it. So they stand on business. Like if they say they're gonna do something, they do it. Like that's one of my qualities that I have. I stand on business. If I say I'm gonna do something, I'm gonna do it. And if I can't do it, I'm not. And then I'll get eventually, I'll get to it where I can get to it and do it. But I think if I say I'm gonna do something, I am going to do it unless I just can't do it. So I guess somebody like keeping their word and being a good steward in that way. I would love somebody who wants to go to church. That's kind of important to me, or do something related to that. Wants to go to church, is open to it. Somebody who is kind. I like a kind, gentle spirit. Somebody that's attentive. I'm putting my list in the chat. And I don't know, a lot of times we don't say anything about looks, and I don't think all of my previous relationships has been a span, like from light to dark, right? From a different culture to hot dark chocolate. So I wouldn't say vanilla. I don't know what's maybe like a light, super light, like my daughter's complexion, carrot like color. So I don't really have like a looks thing. So would you guys date somebody that was overweight? What about that? Would you date somebody that was overweight? Would you guys? I'm curious to know that. Would you guys date someone that was overweight? So if you were starting over and the married folks, if you were starting over, would you date somebody that was overweight? Because I'm pretty sure, your husband is what he is now. You love him probably whether he's whatever size he is. But if you were starting over, would you? And I'm gonna say I think I probably would if they were on a weight loss journey like myself. If they were not on some sort of journey to get healthy, I don't know if I could do that, because I just feel like it's really about the health at this point. It's about the health and their health numbers and all of that. So that's what I'm gonna say. I remember Kofia year it seems like years ago, but I guess it was months ago. And I remember her saying that, she wanted to be on a health journey with somebody who was similar to her. And I mean, man, she got a lot of flack for that from some folks. And you know, now and then even then I thought of more in the health and not necessarily in the I was thinking about so much so weight loss. But I just think, if you're on a mission to get healthy and he is not, you're gonna clash. You're gonna clash. You just are. And even though I'm not like I want to go and run a marathon tomorrow, or I want to go and jog in the park, I want to ride my bike. I do want to exercise. I would like somebody who wants to exercise with me, go to the gym. I'm just saying I don't want that to be like like that's our fun thing to do is to go work out. And that's not gonna be fun for me. And unless I change, a girl has a right to change her mind, I always say. Okay, Kim says I can read the typos. I'm a third grade teacher. My relationship, Delilah says, has changed. I'm able to do more and I want to do new things. I never wanted to for shame and embarrassment that I couldn't or would be stared at or you would hurt yourself. Yes, yes, yes. And that is such a good feeling. Oh my God, that makes me so happy. A family man. I can never have kids of our own, but I have a family and I want him to be a part of that unit. I think that's great. I think that's great. Very good. Non-negotiables besides a believer in God would be active, workout, family oriented, financially stable, funny. Yes, yes, yes. Um, Linda's Journey says, we have similar interests. We do date night once a week. I love that. My parents did that too. We do things together and that we enjoy. We spend time with friends that we have shared interests. I'm telling you, Miss Linda, I think the shared interest is key. And I think a lot of times in the past, I went wrong because we didn't have shared interests. For some reason, two of the guys that I've just, one of them that was like the love of my life to this point, probably. And the other one, two of the ones that I just adored, they rode motorcycles. Well, that's not my thing to do. And I know that doesn't have to be your thing to do. But the one guy, no, not these two. They ride. I don't think they really ride anymore. But the one guy I dated, he rode motorcycles, and that wasn't my thing to do. And I thought he was going to kind of be like the other two that I dated before that was, would ride motorcycles, and it was just not it didn't even matter that I didn't ride the motorcycles. It was not a thing. Well, this guy is in charge of. He's like the president of a motorcycle club. He goes from state to state and does all things with the motorcycle. He's just so into it. He's one of those exes that I told you that called me a couple weeks ago. But that's so not my interest, so not my interest at all. And it's so funny because, I see, some pics that he puts up and, he ended up marrying somebody that's really into that. And I think that's great. I think that's like the perfect match for him. And you could see, they're taking pictures, they're doing things together. Like, I think that's perfect. I wouldn't have fit into that world. That's just not me. But some people don't care. Some people don't care that you're not into that. They're into it and they don't care. But I'm just saying, for me, I guess what I have learned about myself over time is that I want somebody who has similar interests than I do. And I want to have similar interests, that like he does. Beautiful ladies, don't forget to hit that like button. Thank you. Thank you. Hit the like button. And this was my list: spiritual, God-fearing guy, love my child, established in a career. And I want to say children in general, not just my child, established in a career, ambitious, standing on business. He wants to go to church. And that one I can, bend on that, but I would like that because that would be something I would like to do. Kind, gentle, attentive. Okay, very good. All right, a man who enjoys traveling. I've always said I need a man taller than me, and I don't care if it's shallow. I like a man with a mustache and a goatee. So does David have that? Does he have a goatee and a mustache? That sounds like a man. Probably not, Simply Taisha. Okay, what was she saying? Probably not to. Oh, that she would date a guy that was overweight. Why do you say that, Taisha? Why do you say that? Oh my goodness. Delilah says, I wouldn't if they weren't actively working on their health. Okay, so you wouldn't date somebody either that was overweight. Ooh, interesting. Mel to the B. She says, for me, traditional good looks are not what I look for. And I dated one overweight man. His nickname was literally Big from the Bronx. Sweetheart of a man. Yes, yes, yes. And I dated a guy that was overweight too. And when I tell you, he was treated me like gold. He was so nice, so sweet. But I just didn't like him like the way he liked me. And they say, have you guys ever heard that? They say a woman should choose a man, or, whoever should choose a man that likes you more than you, loves you more than you love them. Well, this would have been that guy. And I had to stop talking to him because I realized he liked me more than him, and I just knew like I just didn't get like the warm and fuzzies. Like I didn't have like butterflies in my stomach. I don't know what you would call it. You know, I was just really not that attracted. I must admit that. But he was a good guy. Jen said, I would depend on why it would depend on why he was overweight. If he likes to overeat, that's not good for me because I like to eat. So you guys are going to be eating together. You know, one of these guys I dated, oh my God, he used to eat. We used to eat. We were some eating people. And you know what? This was around the time I had slimmed down when I was doing that boot camp. And so I had slimmed down, and he used to have me going to all kind of functions, and we would just eat. He was cooking. I was at his house cooking. He would come over to my house. I would cook. So yeah, he was a bigger guy, but he wasn't overweight. Like he was tall and big, a tall, big guy. And yeah, he liked to eat. He was gonna eat. Now you gonna eat good with him. Mel B said, that said, I seek an active, healthy man. You gonna put up the Probably not, Kim says, but I don't know though. Does anyone ever know what they really want until they live it? That is so true, Kim. That is so true. That is so true. But I think you can speak it into existence, right? That wouldn't be your first choice. So I always say if somebody comes along and they don't check any box, but you're head over heels and it's just meant to be. I don't know if it's meant to be for that moment or for a lifetime, but I just think it's meant to try. Linda's journey. Now I don't know at 52. Let me take that back because I don't want to be trying and experimenting at this age. Like at this age, I gotta pinpoint some stuff down. Linda said, I didn't manifest a man back in the 70s. I knew I wanted a man who was neat. Oh, I like that neat. That's me. I am a neat person. Hardworking, dependable, love his mother, family oriented, like to travel, great communications, sense of humor, love God. Yes, 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 yes. So I think, I don't know, manifesting is maybe like putting it out in the atmosphere. But it seems like you knew all that and you held out for it probably and got it. I don't know. Or is he the first one to come along and bam, he had it all? Delilah says, I see it like this. I see many people end up divorcing after one is on a weight loss journey, do tell, and the other kept doing the same old. It's hard to mesh those lives together. Now that I will say, if you are a workout, that's what I was trying to tell you about that guy that I told you was the workout buff, and you guys told me, I don't know if that was you, Delilah, but you guys told me, oh, you could give it a try and all this and that. That's what I'm saying. Well, I'm telling you, he is a workout guy. He is like, he's consistent. He's consistent. I bet you if he was posting his workouts, he would probably beat Simply Taisha with the consistency. That's how he is. He is on it, on it, on it. And he looks good. He does, I must admit. I told you he sent that picture. And if I ever talk to him and get the okay, I want to be able to show it to you guys. But he's a nice looking guy. I'm thinking like, why isn't this man snatched up? And I can't judge because I'm not snatched up. So I'm not going to judge him. But yeah, he is into working out and fitness. And I just think our worlds are not equally yoked. Yeah, I'm working out and I'm doing my workout 3 to 4 times, but I don't love it. Like, how can I love it? Can I grow to love it? So far, I have not. After I work out, I feel good. I feel like I could climb I feel like I could climb the highest mountain after I work out. And, my mind is set to work out. But I just don't love it. And I realize a lot of people who do it say they don't love it, but I want to love it. I want to be like, yeah, I can't wait to get to that gym. Now I'm like, oh, I'm going to the gym. And maybe if I had a partner, he would motivate me. I don't know, but I'm just saying, I just think I need somebody that is not to that degree. I don't know. And maybe I'll change. Who knows? I might change. Let's see. Okay, I think I've a bit done that. I went way back up too far. Jen says it would depend on why he's overweight. Okay. Oh, here's Kim J. Sweet Healthy Live. A question will be, how does he carry himself? Okay. Oh, Kim, you're so sweet. You're like, how does he carry himself? Okay. Let's see. Oh, I see. She is Tamika. She must be in the house. I see it. Hellos to her. Yes, Linda, great qualities. Okay, yeah, Linda, she does have some great qualities. David loves wrestling, and I can't stand it. So he watches, and I use that time to journal, film, or catch up with friends. Well, yeah, and but you know what? If he was all about wrestling, going to the wrestling matches, traveling out of town, wrestling, doing something with wrestling, 3 or 4 times a week, every day, going to a meeting that has something to do with wrestling. That's what I'm talking about. What That's the fact that he loves it and he could watch it on TV. I think that's okay. That's a little different. This is not like that's not like somebody who eats and breathes and sleeps it. I just thought of look, I don't care for a large, long beard. A close shaven beard is fine though. Oh, okay. So you're not a fan of the beard at all. A large, long beard. Yeah. I think that was the style, like a fad or something for a minute, because I was seeing a lot of guys with that. I don't care for facial hair either like that, but that wouldn't be a deal breaker. Yes, David, but he can't grow a beard, and I absolutely love beards. You do? Oh my goodness. Oh, okay. So we're the opposite on that. I don't hate it, but I'm just not like, I don't love it. Happy Friday. Happy Friday. She is Tamika. Oh, Mel. So she is Tamika. Let me ask you. You came in here. If you're I know you're married, happily married, and for a long time too. But if you were, starting all over again and you're on this weight loss journey that you're on, would you date somebody that was overweight? That we inquiring minds want to know. Name DD. Oh, Mel to the B. I love a beard. Oh, I'm with Mel. I'm not a big fan of that, but I mean, it's not a deal breaker. Linda, she said, my husband belongs to a Mustang car club. It's not my thing at all, but I would attend some car shows and road trips, give and take in relationships to make it work like a well-oiled machine. Yes, yes, yes. See, and the car wouldn't be as bad to me as if the motorcycle. Like for some reason, I just didn't. I'm not like a motorcycle person. The car is not as bad. Well, I don't know what that's about, but I'm just telling the truth. Okay, and I do agree with you though. Yeah, it's not your thing, but you would attend some car shows and road trips. Okay, I get that. I get that. And the guy I was engaged to, I just knew we were going to be married. He was into motorcycles, but he's not into them that much. I think he said when now that he's gotten older, he's kind of grown out of it a little bit as far as, being on the bike and all that. But he'll drive, ride his bike sometimes when the weather gets nice, but he's not like into the culture of it. Like some people are into like this guy is into the culture of it. And like I said, I think that's great. It's just not my thing. Like I wouldn't want to go to the motorcycle road trips and all that. I wouldn't care to do all that. Everybody is saying hello to she is Tamika. They say people come into your life for a reason, a season, or a lifetime. Yes, and I'm looking for the lifetime. If you can tug on it, I ain't with it. I love that. Yes, you can speak things into existence. I do believe that, Kim. I'm married to the boy next door and I didn't like him. I thought he was too country for this city girl. That is so funny. Oh my goodness. I love that. I love that. Oh my goodness. Taisha says, my hubby and I eat completely different. He loves dairy and meat and eats junk food all the time. I don't like that at all. I guess it doesn't bother me because it's not vegan stuff. I guess it doesn't bother me because it's not vegan stuff. Okay, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. So that just tells me, but you changed since you guys have been together. Like you didn't, right? Since you guys have been together, I don't think you started out um, eating vegan, or maybe you did. I don't know. I'm not clear on that. But either way, I think that's great. That shows like, you can compromise too, And I love that, you say your girls, they eat meat and you're not forcing that on anybody. And so I love that. Hi, gorgeous. I love saying the hi. I love the gorgeous. Delilah says, mail to the B. I'm thinking about that. And a half inch in length is good it's good. Not that much longer though. Okay, okay, all right. He also doesn't work out. I'm working on him, but gently. LOL. And you kind of, you kind of developed a new lifestyle and a lifestyle change. And you know what? Honestly, he's supporting that. So I think that's good. And I think, the more he sees you, like I was having this conversation with somebody about they wanted it was Debbie. Debbie's what is it? Debbie's weight loss revolution. I was having that conversation about her with her daughter, and she was saying that her daughter wants to lose weight, and she wants her daughter to, have a healthy lifestyle and all of that. But I was telling her, her daughter's probably not ready. And when her daughter sees that she is doing that, her daughter will, I think, get on board. She eventually, and she is starting to come around. Her daughter is starting to work out with her, will take walks with her and things like that. So I said all that to say, Taisha, I think your husband's going to do the same thing. I think eventually, the more he does and starts feeling, good with that, he's going to do more and more. So I think that's pretty cool. Dee Dee, do you think you're afraid to be with a man who loves working out for fear of disappointing him or rejection? No, not working out though, because I've dated some guys that are in that gym, but I haven't dated guys who, this guy was over the top with it. That's what I'm saying. Like, he was over the top with it. But no, I've dated guys that go to the gym, work out. So no, Now I will say, I had one of my guy friends, he's an alpha. And so I say that to say, I thought he was gonna, the trainer was gonna be an alpha guy too, but he wasn't. And so I said to him, I texted him one day and said, I need to, I want to hire a personal trainer. This was like last year around this time, probably like April. And I said, do you know a personal trainer you can refer me to? And so he referred me to this guy. And he said, I'm going to send you to his Facebook page. So I said, okay. So I go to the Facebook page. I think I told this story before. And when I tell you that guy looks so good, I said, oh, no, no, no. I will not be working out. I would be so worried about how I'm looking and what I'm doing and looking at him. And I would be so distracted. And so I said, no, 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 no. I got to go with somebody that's like, and not looking that good. And so I did not call the guy. He took me to his Facebook, and when he knew I went to the Facebook page, I think he sent me the phone number, but I never called because I just thought, I cannot be working out with somebody that's this distracting. So that's funny. I'm like that. I don't know, but no, as far as like going, with somebody that works out, that's good and fine. I'm used to that. But somebody who's like, oh, let's go take a walk in the park. Oh, let's ride our bike 10 miles. Now, maybe I might get there, but for right now, I'm not. He's running a 5K, a 10K, a marathon and all that. Yeah, he's just in the culture of, it's like the motorcycle thing. The culture of what he does is working out. I'm surprised he's not a personal trainer. As much as he loves to do it. And actually one of my BFFs, her son is in his 30s. And so her son, his best friend became a personal trainer. And he just popped up in my feed the other day. And I was thinking, I can hire him. That's right. And I don't know if he personal trains, but he's always at the gym, and so I could hire him. I just had that thought come across my mind. But I just thought to myself, now somebody like him I could work out with, right? Because he's just like he could be my son. My friend calls him her son. He could be my son. So I get somebody like that, and he looks good. But I could work out with him and no problem. It's just the other guy, I could not do that. So, Mel, in a long story short, no, 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 ma'am. No, 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 no. It's not that. I love the beard, but I also want to be soft and neat. Yes, I like the neat. The neat is good too. Like I said, it's not a deal breaker. That's a great question, Mel. I hope I gave a great answer because that's really the truth of it. Yes, Linda, give him some nuggets, some wisdom. Thanks, Delilah. I feel a person who eats, sleeps, and breathes anything isn't for me. I need to be more important than that thing. Okay, okay, all right. That's funny. Taisha says, we both love all things music, so that's great. We love going to concerts or just vibing at home, listening to music, singing, and just being silly. LOL. I love that. I love that. So motorcycle clubs are fun, especially poker runs. Those are so fun. Yes, yes, yes. The motorcycle club. See, I'm not into that. I love that, Taisha. That's so sweet. That is. Dee Dee, I dozed off on the couch. I'm tired. I'm going to say good night. I have a 10 a.m. spa appointment, so I'm going to bed. Happy to. I want to go to the spa. That's my goal for next week when I'm on vacation. Mel, I was going to say something about that tug on me, but I'm going to leave that comment where it's at. Oh God, that is too funny. Would I date a man that's overweight? I love how she restated the question. That makes me think it's a thoughtful answer. I would. Maybe I can inspire him to get fit, but if it's not, I'm okay with that. Just treat me right. Yes, I love that. I love that. Just treat me right. Okay, okay. I love that. Wait, I'm wrong. Only God can be that for someone over me. Otherwise, no thanks. Yes, yes, yes. I've been a vegan since late 2020 and we started dating in 2017. Okay, okay. So you've changed your style of eating and he's just kind of gone with it. I love that. Opposites do attract. They do attract. They do. Enjoy the spa and sweet dreams. Oh, Beverly. Yes, yes, yes. Let's see. That is a really good mindset, Tamika. I love that. That really is. Um, Thank you, Mel. Thank you, Mel. And somebody Tyson said, being treated right is everything. It is. It is. It is. Um, let's see. Okay, here's my other question. Now, you guys, a lot of you are married in here, so I don't know if you could answer this. Have you guys ever written or spoken your version of a prayer for a man? Have you ever prayed and that was the way that you thought you could get him? And what role does self-love play in finding a healthy relationship? What role does that play? Because I do think you got to have I think I see a lot of people lack confidence. I think that's the number one thing. And I don't think I lack confidence. I don't know. Like as far as the working out, because I'm going back to Mel's question. Um, no, I just think I'm easily distracted. Like I'm one of those people that and like the looks of somebody. I used to be so into that more than the actual like trying to get to know the person initially, like the essence of the person. And so I think I have grown out of that. Maybe not though, because this was just last year when I said I can't work out with him. He looks too good. Oh, man, was that last year or 2 years ago? I think that might have been last May, or maybe it was, no, that was 2 years ago. 2 years ago. So maybe I've matured a little bit more since then in my thinking about it, now that I'm saying it out loud. Delilah says, my brother just went to Zurich for a spontaneous concert trip. And he said this traveling changed his mind. He no longer wants to get married or have kids because they can't go with him. So he's over it. Wow. Jeez Louise. Oh, okay. Okay. Well, the kids will hold you back from traveling, and doing that, just being able to get up and go. I will say that. Not for a man, but I had a prayer list I made when I was in the process of purchasing a home. It was very detailed, even about neighbors that looked out for anyone but aren't nosy. Okay, okay. All right. Very good. Very good. So Linda was saying how she found all these things and things happened for her. Delilah says, why can't they go? The kids, you mean on the trips? Some kids can go, but some things kids can't go. I guess he wants to do the things that the kids can't go to. I don't know. Yeah, Delilah, that's a good question. Yeah, because those kids can go on some trips. Some trips they can't though. That's the thing. Some things they can't do. Um, So do you guys, Linda, I was saying, Linda talked about dating when she was in her 70s, right? Things have changed so much more since then. Even when like 20 years ago, even when I was in college, that was what, 30 years ago, 30 plus years ago. But, even 20 years ago, dating was different now than it is now. Do you guys think it's harder now, or do you think it's the same as it was back in the 70s when Linda was dating? I personally think it's I don't know. You would think that the access to the internet would make things easier, but I think it's made things harder because I think that people see now that they have options, right? They have choices, right? And I think more options makes people do more of that eye wondering. And so that's what I think. Says the person with no kids. Yes, yes, yes. LOL. Because he went free on my flight benefits and I can't add them. The last minute trip would have been thousands per ticket. He got international business class easy $12,000 tickets. Wow. Okay, okay. Yeah, it is harder. It's harder, but it's not impossible. It's not impossible. I will say that. Um, yeah, I will say that. And then nowadays, that's the thing. You can't leave your kids with any and everybody because you just don't know, right? You just don't know. It's pretty scary, the thought of it. Leaving your kids with people who, you don't know, or even if you know, you might not know their partner as well, or their boyfriend, or their husband as well as you know them. So yeah, it can be a struggle. But so do you guys feel like it's harder to date now than it was even 10 years ago? Um, and if you're married, you don't have to worry about this at all. But, if you ever started over, where would you start? Would you go on date naps? Would you get hooked up with somebody? I think that's the hardest thing. It's like it seems easy because it's access, but it is hard, difficult. And I had somebody who was a subscriber, and I won't say her name, but she said that she met a guy on a dating app, and she was going to keep me posted on how it's going. And I told her, if it works out, let me know the dating app. And I'm just so reluctant to get on those dating apps. I really am. I feel like that's another job I don't need. I feel like you're almost like interviewing somebody kind of I guess you're doing that in real life too when you're dating. So I'm not looking forward to that. But this summer, I'm going to be single and ready to mingle. And I think by the summer, if I'm not on a dating app, I'm going to get on one. So remember to ask me that. But I'm not going to do it until school's out. Because then I'll have time to like scroll through and really be, attentive to the app and really look at it. But maybe by then I'll be introduced to this great guy. Maybe I'll meet this great guy at the grocery store, or maybe I won't have it won't happen until a year from now. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just thinking I'm gonna meet a guy when I'm out of town traveling, and then I'm gonna be back in that long distance thing. I kind of don't want to do that now. It was just hard with my daughter doing that, and I don't know if I want to do the long distance, but a girl has a right to change her mind. He called me 10 p.m. Wednesday, got the booking, and left 5 a.m. Thursday morning. Imagine that cost from California to Zurich in Switzerland. Wow, wow, wow. Yeah, that is, wow, that's hard. Oh, has anyone heard from Miss Amy? I've been thinking about her and her dating life. No, I haven't heard from Amy in a while. No, it's been a while. But for me, it's because there are a lot of options. It can be distracting. I'm praying for discernment. Yes, yes, yes. And when you have options, that's what I say. It's options out there. It really is options. And I will say, I've gotten some been hit on a couple of times, like here, at the grocery store, driving my car. Since we've been doing this whole dating thing, and I just didn't entertain it really. Um, yeah, yeah. So, it's like you got options, and for some reason, I just feel like if I don't get a good vibe, I'm gonna keep it moving. Let's see. I have Delilah. She's been busy working. Oh, from Amy. Okay, okay. Delilah, I'm over here worried about my own dating life. Oh, that's great, Miss Kim. Please let her know we are thinking of her. Yes, yes, yes. Oh, Amy. Um, all right, and so this is the last question. The last question. What's the one thing you learned about love, dating, or relationships on your personal journey? Like, what have you learned? that can help us all. I know Miss Linda, but even simply Taisha, Kim, I know communication, a lot of people say that, but what have you learned on your, love journey so far that could be helpful or supportive for some of us that are maybe going on this love journey? Um, I agree with Kim when she said, it's kind of hard to say what you would or wouldn't do. You kind of almost have to live it. You know what I'm saying? So I've learned, one of the things I've learned in life at 52 is to never say never. Like that, I have learned. Um, if I had to date in the future, I would not be online or on an app. I would ask friends I have known all my life, so they would be better at ruling out the the compatible ones for me. That is true. I've done some of that too. Yeah, I agree. That's a good way too. Hey, Mel B, I thought you had a man. A good vibe is so important when you meet someone. It really is a really good vibe. That's why I don't know if you heard me say, Miss Linda, but that's why I say, if I get a good, just my instinct with people, I go with that. Because really my instinct has not been wrong. And sometimes, we as women ignore that, but when you follow it, it leads you the right way. I did, Delilah. I told her we missed her, but she probably has been busy working. Aw. No, ma'am. God willing, him will come soon. Him soon will come. Okay, I say him will come soon. Him soon will come. I've learned that I'm not made for this hookup culture. Yeah, it's hard. I probably wouldn't be on an app. Yes, I agree, Miss Linda. Miss Mel B, I'm sorry I didn't know why I thought you did. Yeah. Yeah, I said that too. I probably wouldn't be on an app years ago, and then I tried it, and it's okay. I just I think the ones you pay for are better. I really do. I think the free ones, it's just like anything else, when if it's free, I don't know if it's, gonna have that quality that we're looking for on the free apps. But I am open to the apps because that's a new day and time. That's what we're doing. KJ, you would own the apps. Oh my goodness. Oh, we have Felicia. I met my hubby on a dating app. I met him 10 years ago, so things have changed. Oh, thank you for coming in and saying that, Felicia. Ah, you're so pretty. Felicia Marie B. Well, that's good. I've known some other people who said they had successful relationships on that app. Yeah, nowadays it's just so different. It's so different. I think, we kind of got to open our mind to the new way of meeting people because that's what it is. So I'm glad, Linda's journey and Kim, that you don't have to be out here on these apps. Right. Aren't the apps exhausting, DD? Yeah, they can be. Now, I haven't been on one in years. It's been, I would say a long, long time for me since I was on the app. When I was, I just felt like it was exhausting. And I met maybe two guys on there, and one of them it was kind of like the back and forth. That's the guy I just recently here said, I'm done with the back and forth with him. It's just, I'm trying to meet some be in a long-term situation. Delilah says, I don't want to pay for an app just to maybe meet a man. I don't know why. I don't know, likely not. Yeah, well, I don't know. That's a good investment, though, I would say. Linda's journey says, my journey taught me to love me first, take time for me, to sit with myself, to know myself and my own happiness. My happiness is my responsibilities, and my husband is in my life to enhance my happiness. And you know what? That's what I have been doing with myself. I am so happy and content with myself. I think I almost am too content with myself. And I do really believe in that. And I think, I just have some people I know that have never been single out of a relationship, and not that they were married and then they but they're not married, but they're from one guy to the next, to the next, to the next, to the next relationship, and they still haven't got married yet. But I just think, like, give yourself some breather and time to get to know yourself. And I think too, this is where those times where it can come in handy, Miss Linda, when maybe your husband has the interest of the cars, and some of the trips you go on with him, and some of you don't. Well, that's your you time, right? That's time, what you would call your me time. That's time for you to, do things that you enjoy. Make your own self happy. So yeah, so I just think that I think that's so important, to have that me time, and I'm having a lot of me time. But you are right, you are right. Miss Linda dropping gems as always. I love that. And you sound so confident. I love a confident lady. I've met two of my long-term relationships on the apps Black People Meet, and then years later on Bumble. Yes, yes, yes. So I love that. So let's debunk that the apps are just the worst things ever. And it doesn't sound, especially if you're married. And I know you guys, Kim and Miss Linda, you guys have been married for so long. You probably can't even imagine being out here, in these dating streets. But it's a real thing. I think, you got to embrace something different. One of the things in her prayer was that she said that I thought was cool is she said, you have to, what she say? What did she say? Jeez Louise, I forgot that fast. Um, she said something about, let's see, your love is unconditional, deserve to be treated. What is that part? Jeez Louise, I just, oh, she says, I deserve to be treated like a queen. Thank you for reminding me. You are the way, the truth, and the light. I pray that I have everything I want and need in him. I pray that he will love me the way that you love me. Yeah, see, it's one of those parts. I thought maybe I read that in that Summer, that song she did with Summer Walker, where she was saying basically like saying to, giving herself props too, and saying, she's going to have to stay strong, and, she can do this, she can overcome this. I think at the time she wrote that, she was getting out of a relationship too. So that, makes a difference as well. Let's see. I forgot to tell you my mom is Linda too, so I love seeing your name in gems. Yes, whenever there's a Debbie in the chat, I feel the same way. Wow, now that's a one word, Linda. Love that for sure, Linda's journey. But remember, DD, maintenance is work too. Yes, just because you got somebody doesn't mean it's easy peasy. Think about people, even during weight loss maintenance, they say it could be more difficult. Yes, 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 that is so true. And I'm so glad you put that up there, because that is so true, so true, so true. I met a great friend on Bumble. Okay, very good. That was like 9 to 10 years ago. I can't imagine. Thank God he brought me a good one. Yes, yes, yes. I hope your Boaz will come too, and you're ready for it. Can see him. Yes, that's the thing. I can see him. And you're gonna have to remind me of that. I think you spoke a word, Kim. I got married at 18 in college and had a baby at 20. I had to get myself together, balance life, school lives, family. I have learned a lot on my journey through life. Wow. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. I love that. All right. And and Mel B is saying, yes, Kim. And Kim, yeah, I love that. I'm going to put your comment back up here, because I think that is so true. And for me, um, where was that? Yes, and I hope you're ready and you can see him, right? Because he could be right there, and I don't know that he's there. Or I'm not paying attention, or you could have your list of things. And so that's why I'm just gonna pray, I'm gonna pray, and I'm gonna have my prayers a little bit more specific, and I'm just gonna leave it in God's hands. It will happen. Like I said, on the scale from 1 to 10, I think I'm at a 7 as far as being ready. I don't think I'm quite there yet. And I don't know. Maybe that's one of the things you'll never know that you're ready for, because I'm sure Miss Linda didn't know she was ready at 18, right? So I don't know if that's something that you will ever know if you're ready. But I think I'm more open-minded about it all. I'm more open-minded about it all. So I think that's what's helpful. So that is all my questions. What do you guys want to talk about? What do you guys want to, anything else you want to say about the dating? Any celebrations you guys have? We could do, and then I'm out of here. I am out of here. Let's say Kim J says, this goes with my last comment, and your list is not blinding you. Not saying you can't have a list though. Yes, listen to the Lord. He won't steer you wrong. Yes, yes, yes. And that's just basically what I'm gonna do. And I don't know that I have a list necessarily. I know they say write a list of what you want and don't want. I think it's good to remind yourself of the non-negotiables though, because that smile, those abs, that smooth skin, all that stuff could come along and distract you. And a lot of women get distracted by that, and their non-negotiables go out the window. And then, months or years down the road, when they're not compatible, after the hot and heavy wears off, and then they're stuck in a bind. They're stuck in a situation. They're head over heels, or can't get out for whatever reason. And so I don't want that. I don't want that either. Kim, I asked God to make it abundantly clear who my man is. Yes, yes, yes. That's good advice, Kim. Thank you, girlfriend. That is good advice. That is good advice. And we appreciate that. I know I do. I appreciate that. I love learning from people that are making it happen. You are doing it. So that's a great example. You and Taisha and just everybody's on Linda's journey. I told Linda, um, and then when I get that man, I got to run him by her so she could check him out. You got to get a vibe. You got to get a vibe. And my mom was so good about that. I miss my mom. My mom was so good about that. I will say my mom was married twice, and gosh, she has some good guys. I mean, everything that I talked about, they were and are. My stepdad is just a perfect example of that. And so she had some good discernment going on. And she was praying too. And so, I don't have her to run that advice by, like of, what to look for, what to not. And, my dad is so, he can spot it. He like tells you, no, Shay, no, this is not, he's not it. He's not for you. I don't see it. And then I have to just say, and he hasn't been wrong yet. My mom had not been wrong yet. So yeah. And the guy I was telling you guys about, just he was a vision to look at. When I was he met my mom shortly before she passed, and he got a pass from her. And which was like a little endorsement. And I think that's why I talked to him as long as I did, because we were kind of on and off. And I think knowing that my mom thought he was a good guy is probably why I talked to him as long as I did. And we would just be back and forth with him, back and forth. And so, like I said, a couple years ago, I just cut it off, and I was done. I was done. So yeah, I kind of missed that. But what are you gonna do? My parents raised me well. I do have some good discernment on my own, I must say. You're welcome, sisters. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you. He'll find you on the cruise, man. Mel, if you find a husband, a boyfriend, a courter, a suitor on that cruise, you ask, see if he has a brother, a uncle, a cousin, right? You make sure. And same for me. If I find somebody, now I don't know, everybody's going to want to move to Florida. He might be here in Ohio, but he might be willing to move to Florida in a heartbeat. So yeah, you might meet somebody on that fine cruise. How about that? Gen F. I don't think Gen F is going on that cruise. Are you, Gen? But yeah, you guys have some potential in that cruise. You might meet somebody that's on a GLP-1 like you. You never know. I think that's pretty cool. Taisha, from your mouth to God's ears. I love it. I love it. All right, are you guys celebrating anything in the chat? Because we are gonna get out of here. Are you celebrating anything in the chat? Am I celebrating anything? No, I don't think I'm celebrating anything. Um, Yeah, she says, "Okay, Didi, I got you, girl. Yes, yes, yes. You gotta find. We gotta hook each other up. Yes, yes, yes. Like Miss Linda said, you meet people through people, right? Meet people through people. So are you guys celebrating anything? It's Friday. I don't know. People have had their weigh-ins by now, I would think. I don't know. A lot of you guys are in maintenance in here. Not a lot of you guys, but I know some of you are. Miss Linda, you're not in maintenance yet. I don't think you're in maintenance. Delilah, I know it's not. I'm trying to think. I haven't yeah, I've been getting on that scale, and that scale is so scary. I don't even want to say what it said. It went from having me 2 pounds down to 2 pounds up to 2 pounds down to back where I should be. That scale has been all over the place. So I don't know. I don't know what's going on with me, but I know my clothes are fitting good. I'm feeling good. Clothes that were tight are loose. And so, I'm trying to go by that. But, I'm hoping for a loss this week. We shall see. We shall see. I've been doing a good job. So I hope I could keep it going, keep that little weight loss going there. Let's see. Wait, I think I did that. And Miss Linda talked about her own happiness. I need to put that up again. Let's see. What are you guys saying? I am celebrating another week of consistency. Woohoo. Yes, you are consistent. I love that about you. Listen to your parents, Dee Dee. Trust and believe. God gives parents an insight to not your type of men, women, or friends. My daughter would bring her dates over for my opinion. Yes, yes, yes. And my mom passed away. So now I'll just have my dad. And my dad is tough, but I listen to him. I'm celebrating 9 months on maintenance. 9 months. Woohoo! I love that. I love that for you. 9 months. Wow. Geez, Louise, that sounds like a long time. Awesome, Mel. It's Darium. I'd be happy to celebrate maintenance on December 30th, 2098. Why did you say 2098? Oh my goodness. December 30th, 2098. Number 98 pounds down from 252 in a year. Yes, you're almost at 200. I mean, 100. Geez, Louise, from 252. You are doing it in a year. I love that, Miss Linda. And you're on Zepbound too, right? Oh my gosh. People are saying, yes, Miss Linda. Taisha, yes, you're an inspiration to me and many of us. Congratulations, Mel. Yes. I knew I felt the vibe of King Darium. Hey, you. Someone come out of the bushes. Guess who? Welcome, King Darium. You guys, LOL, it's King Darium. King Darium is in the house. Awesome, Miss Linda. Awesome. I'm not on maintenance yet. 15 more pounds to go. Okay, very good. You're going to be there soon. I can tell. King Darium, you're doing well. You're healthy, my brother. You're on Zepbound 5, only on 5 milligrams too. I love that. Jeez, Louise. I just got here. I was out with friends tonight. Okay, okay. So it's Darian. We were talking about the Sierra prayer. Have you ever heard of the Sierra prayer? You have heard of all things fabulous, I know. So we're talking about this prayer, Darian, and we were wondering, do guys have a prayer about relationships? Is there, do you have friends, guy friends who say, yeah, I pray for a particular qualities in a woman or a man or whatever, whatever their thing is. So have you prayed for that, it's Darian? Is it that just like something women do? I don't know. Let's see what it's Darian is saying. Are you saying that fine prayer for that special someone? It's Darian. Hopefully he's typing. Don't you wish you could see like when people are typing, you get those numbers in those little dots that come when you're texting? Yes, I heard of the Sierra prayer. Many folks clowned her and called her man corny, but she's living and they're spectating. You know what? don't think he's corny because I think he has, I guess I don't know if he's corny or not. You know what? I'm just saying from what I see, I don't think he's corny. And why is he corny? What makes him corny? Because he's a family man. Because he seems like he loves her. Because he seems like he stays out of trouble. I guess that's what makes him corny. I don't know. I don't like that. Why do we like teasing at King Darren? Because he's the bomb.com. Hey, Darian. So yeah, do you guys know Russell Wilson? Do you think he's corny? Um, yeah, I think you gotta let them rappers rap. Let them rap and keep it moving. Because when she was with the cool guy, look where it got her. I didn't pray, and a lot of men don't. But I wouldn't say men. I don't pray or ask God for a good woman. Yeah, that's true. I wouldn't say that either. Okay, so you didn't pray or ask. Okay. Yeah, I think that's tough. Do you guys think that um a corny guy, would you guys date somebody that people thought was a corny guy? I think I would for sure. I think I would for sure. I would date a corny guy in a heartbeat, like a Russell Wilson type. Why not? I like Russell Wilson. Forget the haters. Me too. I like him too. And like again, he seems like he is really about his business with the family thing. I love that. I like needy types. They need you. I need you. You need me. We needy together. That's so funny. And you like the nerdy types. So I thought you were saying needy. I was joking with you about the needy. Nerdy types. I don't know if I like a nerdy type. I don't know. I don't know. I just like so I don't know. I don't know if I have you said you don't like the needy types. Okay. Congrats, Mel B, on your maintenance. That's awesome. Maintenance is, I love that. People have some unrealistic expectations. They need their men to be 6 foot tall and dark skinned, making six figures. Unrealistic. Okay, so what part of that is unrealistic? Sorry. Not needy, says Mel. Darium 2098. Really? I rebuke that. You will celebrate maintenance way sooner than that because together, if needed, we're going to make sure you see maintenance way before then, brother. Thank you, beautiful Linda. I had to look that name up because I was thinking Russell Simmons from Destiny I was like, no way. My crazy brain, LOL. Well, I'm glad you looked him up. So what did you see Russell Russell Wilson? Did you find out how he looks, Russell Wilson? Oh my goodness. Look at how many single men out here and then how many meet that criteria. Okay, okay. Okay. Well, I don't think that's a lot to ask for. Is it me? No wonder I'm single. It's Darian. Be real with me. I don't think unrealistic. Okay, the height now that might be because I'm not into the 6 feet tall. And I didn't even know people were into like I guess the tall, dark, and handsome scenario. But okay, so I don't have all those three. But I think if, I don't go light skin, dark skin, I don't have a preference in that area either. And so I'm saying what's wrong with that? But for me, I don't even really have all those three. Now that I'm thinking about it, making six figures, no, you don't have to be doing that. But yeah, maybe the 6 feet tall. And they say a lot of people are making six figures, don't they? So that might be unrealistic if there's not a lot of men doing it. And then, Kevin Samuels would be saying if you do meet a guy that's making six figures or a female, she might not want you. Ah, oh, that is funny. That cracks me up. Okay, okay. So King Darian. True at King Darian. I guess I have unrealistic expectations. Darian, let us know if you need some support. We are here for you. Kim is still on. She's like, we gotta help this guy. What's going on? Let us help you, like you help us with the countless wisdom you give. That is so true. That is so true. I see what you ladies are talking about. Thank goodness. Yes, yes, yes. So Aisha, you are too funny. Oh my goodness. For the single men with a median income of 100K who are 6 inches or 6 feet or 6 inches, no, 6 feet or taller and dark skin, how many are single? Okay, okay, that's a good statistic. So can somebody look that up? How many are single? King Darium, I had those specific characteristics, but the men weren't for me. I wasn't for him. Que sera, sera. Sorry, I didn't mean to come in and say all that. No, no, no. I think that's fine. I think that's fine. Kim J equals Mother Teresa. And I love it. Ah, 6 inches. Yeah. No, no, no. Not my man, my man, my man. Oh, Lord, 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 Lord. Yes, yes, yes. So, uh, I'm going to stay quiet on that. Thank you, Kim, as I wait on your new video. Oh my goodness, Kim J. No, we need your manly perspective. I agree. LMAO. You okay, Darium? No apology needed. We needed to appreciate your perspective. Mel B, I felt that part out. I left that part out intentionally. Okay. Okay. So I guess I don't know. Are there so many more women that are like let's talk about the I think the most realistic part of that was not the height, let's be honest. Not the height, not the dark and handsome, and you didn't even say handsome, so let's take that out. The dark. I think the making six figures. So how many women are making that much though? How many women are making six figures that are um I don't know what complexion or what we want to say with the complexion, but I don't think people look for a woman that has to be a certain height. So the woman could kind of be any height. But I think where it comes in with women is she has to be a certain probably weight, right? It might be the weight might be the thing that a man would be saying. Because according to Kevin Samuels, if you are oversized, you're not a high value woman. You got to be in your your BMI has to match up with what the doctors say. Okay, Darium, don't start tonight. But I got you. Thanks for your patience. We exist for sure, especially lots of Black women. Yes, yes, yes. We know Black women, and all women are doing it. They are doing it. They're making that money. They're bringing home the bacon, as they say. A lot of women I see are going back to school, going to college, or getting those skills where, they're becoming, chefs and executives and, just all kind of things. So I think if you're one of those women, though, because I think the women are kind of outdoing the man on that front. And if you're one of those women that's outdoing the man like that, then you gotta, those standards, I don't know, you gotta maybe tweak those. You gotta maybe tweak those. Um, so yeah. And what makes a high value? We always talk about the high value woman and high value man. Is it the money that makes them high value? Is that what's putting them over the top? Is making them high value. What's making the woman high value? It's Darium. How about that? What, from a man's perspective, makes a woman high value? That's what I would love to know. Um, Men are looking for women who are going to be his peace, not drama. Going to let him be the man. You said this last week. That must be a thing. Whenever the last time you were here, you said the same thing. Not going to let the man be the man, not combat for leadership. So women really doing that a whole lot, huh? It depends on what you value. Yes, yes, yes. Okay, okay. What do you value? Men want a small waist, a big butt, big breasts, money, homemaker, a career, having woman. Small waist. Now that part gets by me. A big butt, check. I would say a big booty, check. Big breast, check. Money, check. A homemaker, check. A career having woman, check. So, gosh, can I get 5 out of the 6? Geez, Louise, I missed it by a hair. We're successful. My uncle, male friends say that men don't like women too successful because she brings that boss attitude home. She's about that business. Deep, Taisha. True, Darian. It's worth repeating because it's true. Delilah, are you saying that they want it all? A lot of men do, I think, want it all. That's how a lot of men feel. Some strong women don't know how to be soft and pink. No offense intended. Okay, okay. We don't know how to be soft and pink. What does that mean, being soft and pink? Expound on that. Expand on that. Give us more on that. Exactly. So if they can want it all, why can't we? LOL. Men want us to be independent, but want us to also be submissive. Make up your mind. But don't women want it all too? Yes, we do. We do. King Darian, what about men? They seem to be so darn sensitive and dare I say needy. Would you agree? Men can be sensitive. I will say that. Yeah, I think men can be more sensitive than women. Um, but yeah, I don't think you can have your cake and eat it too. I don't think you could say, you want a woman to be a partner. You want her to be you want her to be submissive, but she's also working. She's also, cooking and cleaning when she gets home. Like she has a lot of roles. I mean, we're good multitaskers, but gosh darn, do we got to be that much of a multitasker? Um, and Delilah says, yes, Mel B, exactly. Yeah, I don't know. I think the traditional role of a woman has moved on. It has sailed by. I think if you have a woman that's working, the traditional should not come out of your mouth, because right there is not traditional, if you ask me. Um, how about that? Men are sensitive and needy for sure, but when they out in the world, they have to present tough all the time. You can't be his escape, his help. Can you help a brother out? That's what he's trying to say. Help a brother out. Okay, okay. Like Miss Linda, it's give and take if you want a good, lasting relationship. Wait, thank you, Kim. Wait, maybe I'm insensitive, huh? You think, Mel? You think? Like Miss Linda said. Just kidding. I said, Mel B, I will and I can. Yeah, I think you could be soft and pink, but you got some boss ladies running around here. If you got these boss ladies running around here, you got to come home, and the man has to give her an opportunity to be soft and pink, though. I think it goes both ways. It's like that yin. We need that. We need you to be the yin to our yang, right? In some instances. And I think, you can't, the woman can't do everything. I think some men, they want their woman to work. They want her to come home. They want her to cook. They want her to clean. Like, when is she allowed to be soft and pink? How about that? I guess that's what I want to know. Because if you're being a boss lady at work and then you got to come home and run the household, when do you have a time? And you got to be the mom. When can you be soft and pink? I have, but I'm actually finally ready. Digress, Mel. Digress, sugar. Passionate much at Kim J? So yeah, I just want to know, if the woman is doing all those things, when does she have a chance to be pink and pretty and what was his words? Pink, pretty, soft, gentle. Was it? I can't remember. It all sounds so. Um, let's see. What words did he use? I'm glad you're in here saying that, Darren, because I think we need to hear that. I really do. Okay. Okay. All right, sorry about that. Got distracted. Okay, so Delilah says, I only know I work, I'm independent, I own my home, I own my vehicles, I cook and I clean to make his breakfast and lunch for the next day. And who is doing that for me? Who is doing what for me? That is, oh my God, you spoke a word. A lot of women say that. It's Darium. We need boss ladies in our lives for sure, but you can't emasculate him. You have to trust him, even if he makes less money. Can you handle a man who makes less? Can you handle it? Can you handle it, male to the B? Soft and pink, feminine. Okay, okay. Next week, I'm wearing my pink outfit. Oh, I feel like I'm giving off boss lady vibes. At King Darium, I'm being a bit silly. You're making great points. You are a man, after all. You know better than we do for sure. And she gonna put "we" in big letters. Oh, I can do that. I can do what I need to, and he will have to do what he needs to do. And sometimes that's a role reversal, and that's fine, but it's life. We aren't it all the time. Okay, okay. I'm getting so silly here. I've mostly dated men that made less than me. I've never been moved by money, so that wasn't an issue. I was very independent and didn't really allow anyone else to lead. Now I'm perfectly fine with it. And she wrote, I was going to say that's growth. And here you, dare I say, hashtag growth. I love that. Male to the B is used to these types of men. Darium is trying to help y'all. Listen, I'm listening. My ears are, as they say, perched and listening. Why does my confidence equal his emasculation? Oh my goodness gracious. You can be soft, pink, gentle if your man has gotten home and started dinner with and have your bath water waiting with a cup of hot tea. My husband has always spoiled me. That is Darium. This is what I'm talking about. This is what we're saying. So let me just say, Miss Linda, I'm glad you put that up there, and I'm glad you've been married. Because when a single lady says it like myself, people don't really get it. And I'm saying to you exactly what she just said. It goes both ways. I think you could be soft and pink when you're allowed to be soft and pink. Like sometimes the red carpet, the pink carpet, the gray carpet, a carpet has to be rolled out for you as well. I think the world expects so much from a woman. I think they do. And I think sometimes men do too. I just think that it has to go both ways. But I get what you're saying. I'm sure there's women out there de-escalate, emasculate men and talking down to their men, especially if the man's not worth making, what they make and all of that. And so that's going to be a hard road to maneuver because these women are out here. They're boss ladies. They're bossing up on these men. And I hate to say it, but it's just facts. They are. And so I do think that, like Taisha said, you got to let a man lead. But the woman has to respect him enough to let him lead and trust him. And so don't get involved in these relationships where you're not trusting the man, you're not letting him be the lead. I would dare to say you're not letting him be the lead because you don't trust him and you don't respect him enough. And so those are the ones we got to stay out of those relationships with because if you're trusting, you're letting him lead. If you're trusting him, you're letting him be the decision maker. But I also agree, like Miss Linda said, sometimes you got to come home and the red carpet is rolled out for you, or in your case, Darium, like you're telling us, the pink carpet is rolled out. Whatever it is, it has to go both ways. And I see a lot of guys lack in that area to me when it comes to reciprocating that. And I've been in some good relationships that I've seen that, but I know a lot of women that I feel like they're working double time. They're working, they're taking care of kids, they're doing housework, they're cooking and cleaning. Like it's exhausting. Meanwhile, I'm single and I'm over here living my best life. So I mean, I don't want to have to work super hard. I guess I see it both ways. Oh, male to the B. Oh, Linda, I love that comment. I made more 99% of the time, and I don't care about that at all. Okay, I love that. I love that. Um, Very good. I was wondering where you were, Miss Linda. Help all the single ladies out. I've dated mostly financially successful men with control issues. Yeah, they would have that. That's amazing, Taisha. You found someone you trust enough to put down the mantle. Yeah, that's what I'm looking for. It's Darium. Darium, you wrong for that. I love those emojis. My husband spoils me too. We are to serve each other for sure. So that's what I said last week. I said, if his goal is to make you happy, your goal is to make him happy. How can you lose? How can you lose? It's when one starts snoozing on the job, right? He starts snoozing on that job. You can't start snoozing on the job. The men that make less than me, and they are the ones with the issues, not me. I never bring it up, but they never let it go. Mm-mm. Oh, Taisha. It's about communication. Tell the man what you need, and most men will move heaven and earth to make it happen. Work hard to please his woman. Okay, all right. That's what I'm looking for. That's why I've been married to this man since the age of 18, and we will be celebrating our 69th birthdays in June. Yay! Oh my gosh, so exciting. Very good, very good. And I love that. And I love that. Linda found a man who loves and adores her. They've been married for 500 years. It's so beautiful. He said 500. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Great points, Dee Dee. It's Darium. Happy June birthday, Linda, and to her husband. Happy almost birthday to you both, Miss Linda. Miss Linda is dropping gems. Sounds like many happy years. Linda's journey, that's wonderful. And Linda, you've been married for how long now? Oh, geez, a long, long time. I'm sure Miss Linda can tell you some ups and downs, mostly ups of being married for so long. Yes, yes, yes. I'm sure, you know. And to the ladies, listen to this, to the ladies out there that's bossed up and have a man who's bossed up. You can hire help to cook, clean, run that bath, and tend to that house. Dang, I sound old. Woo! It's Darian. It's Darian said, y'all saw bossed up. Y'all get some support. Where is that? Can we put a nanny on that list? Can we put a nanny on that list? That's Bible too. Respect your man, ladies. Love your man. Love your woman like Christ loves the church. Submit to one another. The good book says it to be the specific person for a reason. He knew it'd be an issue. I love it. I love it. I just read that like I meant that, didn't I? 50 years. 50 years. Miss Linda, your advice is like gold. I told you, I'm going to be hitting you up when I get my man, my man, my man. Okay? I might need to hit you up before I get my man, my man, my man. Darium, a merry old soul. King Darium. There's a reason that over 58% of marriages end in divorce. I believe Mrs. Linda's marriage is special and Kim's is too. And can she get an amen, sister? Amen. 58% of marriages end in divorce. What is that about? Jeez, Louise. Yes, 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 yes. I'm telling you, if you can make it now in this day and age, I give you a lot of credit, a lot of credit. Miss Taisha, and that can get a man and marry one too. She said, my first two ended that way, LOL. She's in that 58%. Oh, Taisha, you are too funny. Linda says November will be our 51st anniversary. Amen, sister. Yes, 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 yes. I love that. I love that. I love that. And so, Miss Linda, have you felt submissive in your marriage? Do you even have you guys ever used that word? Do you describe your situation like that? Are we on the wrong path, Miss Linda? Are we on the wrong path? Mel says the younger you are, I believe it's easier. I do too. In your 40s and 50s, we have settled into who we are. It'll take extra effort and commitment for sure. Um, wait a minute. Darium, you are so funny. Oh my goodness. All right, let me elaborate on Mel's point because I agree with Mel 110%. Linda, I feel like Miss Linda has been married for so long, and you could grow apart. Don't get me wrong. And Kim is going on 20 something years. You grow. I think marriage is meant for, and not saying that it can't happen now, but I think marriage is meant to grow with someone. I think when you're younger, you don't have other experiences, you don't have other things to compare it to. When you're 40 and 50, the number one thing is you're stuck in your ways. You know, you have developed these ways when you're single. And then also you have so much to compare it to. So look at Miss Linda, 18. She grew with her husband and that's wonderful. I think that's how it really is supposed to be. The fact that I'm out here at 50 and 52 and I've had some experiences, it's just going to be so much harder and so that's why I guess I'm taking my time and I'm keeping my standards up there, but I don't think my standards are so high. Like the money, it's not about like how much money you make, but I do want somebody that's financially stable. I think I would, sound silly on here saying I didn't. And a man should want a woman that has some stability as well. Um, and I don't think there's anything wrong with that. One thing I do say is you shouldn't expect what you can't give. I always say that. So my expectations don't outweigh what I can give. And I think Mel's 110% right. It's going to be harder once you get older to match up with someone. It just is. Um, okay. Okay. And Darian says, dang, Taisha, you ain't putting up with no foolishness. Mine ended up that way too. Oh no. My husband asked my dad for my hand in marriage. Now that's a plus. I love that. Awesome, Linda. My husband and I are still learning, growing, and becoming one, but thank God we have made it 26 years. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. Mel's laughing at Darren. The problem was I put up with stuff for too long. When I'm done, I am done. Yes, yes, yes. And you learn that though. You learn that over time. When you're done because you put up with your share of foolishness. And haven't we all? Not Taisha with the thank you next ministry going on. Thank you next. Thank you next. I love that little Ariana Grande song. I've never been submissive, type A personality. We grew up together, getting married so long. I am planning and he is spontaneous. Okay, so yeah, you grew together. I love that. And I think sometimes people grow apart. You grew together. He was just your match. He was just your match. I mean, that's just what it is. And I love that. I love that. That was meant for you. That was who God placed you to be with. I love that for you. Taisha, they called me because after my first marriage, I got engaged 2 more times and canceled the engagement wedding. And see, I've been engaged twice too. I guess I could be like the runaway bride. She's laughing at Darian. Leave Taisha alone, King Darian. It's so funny. Yeah, she ain't putting up with no foolishness. She still ain't putting up with no foolishness. Linda, you balance each other out, and that's amazing. Oops, they call me the runaway bride. So let me ask you, it's Darian. So when you see a single lady in her 40s and 50s, what are you thinking? Are you thinking her standards are too high? Are you thinking something wrong with this lady? But if all things were true, that she's halfway decent, attractive, and all of that, and you don't even have to be attractive because when I say attractive, I mean however you look, because everybody attracts somebody. So you don't that doesn't even have to be a consideration. But what are you thinking when you see a nice looking lady that's single? Because I think a lot of times we hear that women are crazy or something's wrong with her, those sorts of things. So are you thinking that? Are your friends, your guy friends, are they thinking that? I wonder. It's Darium. They call you the runaway bride. Simply Taisha said, Simply Taisha says the third time was a charm for me. I love that. That's a saying too. I found a new level of respect for Taisha. Oh, this Daria. A new level, Taisha. Okay, okay. No, I don't think there's something wrong with her. But if you're 45 and have the same expectations you had at 25, that's a red flag. Oh, at 110%. I agree. I agree. Thanks, Darium. We need to refrigerator this. When someone says why he or she is single, we haven't always been single. Geez, Louise. Yes, yes, yes. I love that. I love that. Yes, it's Darian. Yes, yes, yes. So do you think, I heard someone say that being married nowadays is kind of like um like a status of like I've made it. Like if you're not married, you have not made it. Do people really believe that? I heard that I don't know if it was today or maybe it was yesterday. And I don't think that. I don't think when people made it, they've made it. Maybe because I know of so many unhappy marriages. Maybe that's why I think that. But yeah, I don't think that. I do wonder about men who are single, never been married, and no kids. Oops, I meant we need to reframe this. Okay, reframe. Okay, reframe. What do you think, Mel B? Is that a red flag? If a man has not been married, he's single, never been married, and no kids. Mel B, is that a red flag? I don't know if it's a red flag for me, but it does make me wonder. Like, okay, what's up with that? Yes, fear of commitment, perhaps, at Darium. Mel B, I wondered if you meant write it in fridge so we can write it on the fridge so we can ponder it. I think that's what she was trying to say. Oh, okay, okay. It's Darium and Mel to the B. What are you guys saying? You guys need to just come on here and chat. Come on stage. Come on, meet me on the stage. I thought that was a crafty way of saying chill out or cool off. Taisha, what? Oh, that is too funny. Maybe he can't have kids or his partners couldn't. It's a red flag. It's a red flag for me. Is it really? I don't think that's a red flag. I really don't. Okay. How many folks have fear of commitment in here? How many have a fear of being hurt? How many think you can always do better? You don't want to settle. I don't think I have any of those. I do have a fear of being hurt. And I think, don't most people? Don't everybody have a fear of being hurt at some point? Mel and Darian, please do go on the stage. Dee Dee, open it up for them. This should be a real good one. But are they going to come on the stage? I'm going to put it out there. Come on the stage. They're not going to come on the stage, but you should. I would next time, but the king won't come on the stage. Let's drop that link just in case. Mel and Darium, she said, please do. Mel and I will go live after Kim J's live talk about her Chipotle story. Oh my, he is calling you out, Kim. He is calling you out. Oh, that is too funny. So he basically said he never gonna have to Kim, he basically said he never gonna have to worry about coming on the stage. Now what you got, Kim? What you got? I'm over here laughing and crying real. Here's something else. Why put it off till tomorrow? What's needed to be talked about today? Oh, Kim. Kim is not playing with you, Darian. These ladies trying to get a man. I think the real question is how many people don't have a fear of being hurt? Have a fear. Yeah, I think a lot of people what King Darian Kim J. Dee Dee's been talking about Dave for 35 weeks. What's wrong? Kim, now he's getting you, Kim. That is a good one, even though it's not been 35 weeks, but it certainly might feel like it. She said, Darian, don't come for me unless I send for you. Just kidding. Oh, that tickled me. That tickled me. I love it. He done called you out, Kim, a couple times now. What is going on? He's like on it. Jeez Louise, that is so funny. It's Darian is like, I am not getting on this stage with y'all. Y'all talking about he like y'all is not about to he said y'all is not about to emasculate me on this stage. No way, no how. See, that's the ratchet Kim J we need for the ratings. Oh my God. Last night, last night it was Lil Baby Chipotle. Tonight, the non-paid CEO CCA. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. You guys are too funny. King Darium ain't playing with you, Kim J. Jeez Louise. Oh, now that tickled me. She said not not oh Lord. Now that tickled me. That was a good laugh that I needed to carry me out. Okay, Joe. Dang, did Kim J get me together real quick? Unpaid CEO. Dang, let me step down. She said, see how y'all make me act out of character. Let me get back to being professional. Miss Linda. Yeah, y'all got Miss Linda laughing up in here too. I feel like I missed a whole lot, Delilah. You did. My husband is looking at me like I'm crazy, which makes it even funnier. I can't type, but I can't breathe. I can type, but I can't. Oh gosh, that was such a good laugh. That was such a good laugh. No, Kim said the little baby Chipotle tonight. The non-paid. See. Oh my goodness, my goodness. I love it. Wait, why does Mel said no, you ain't stepping down? I need help support. No, cannot participate. Now I cannot participate in the shenanigans. See why this is why I'm afraid of rejection. Oh my goodness. See how they do me, Miss Linda? I be trying to be so sweet in these streets, but I see they like the wretched best. The king shall not be dethroned, I declare. LOL. We do. We love King Daria. We love King Daria. You guys were so funny. This is a good laugh. I need it. Oh my gosh. It is just, oh, that was hilarious. Darium, you cannot step down. We're not accepting resignations. No, ma'am. No, sir. Hear ye. Mel is not being supportive, just like a CEO. Mel, he is not being supportive, just like a CEO. That is too funny. It's Darium. Thank you for coming and giving us a male perspective. Seriously, I mean, oh my God. First of all, I laughed. I just cried. It's been 35 long weeks, but it's Darium. There's 52 weeks in a year. To give me those 52 weeks to pull something together. I'm gonna pull something together. Darium is equal to Jeff Bezos. Jeff Bezos is getting married here pretty soon. I wonder if he's signing a prenup. Too funny. I love it. I needed this laughter. Thanks, family. I know. I did too. I love me some Darium. We all love Darium. Darium, we're not accepting um, resignations. Not at all. Just kidding, King Darium. You guys, Kim, go be soft and pink and stop being a boss lady in this chat, girl. You got to be soft and pink. I love it. I think that's so funny. Uh, uh, uh. I love y'all. I love you all too. You are so special. It made me act up on this here YouTube. Yeah, we're not taking resignations. You are it. That's what's up. You are it. You are it. Oh God, this was such a good laugh for me. You guys just do not know. I appreciated that. Anything else you guys want to say? Because we've been on here over 2 hours. I am going to bed. I'm going to pray for that man. I'm going to pray that I can be a little bit more soft and pink. Kim J is too funny. She sure is. My favorite way to spend Friday nights. Yes, I just love you guys. This is like a good crew. Darium, we are glad you are here. I'm not quitting. If I quit every time a muckalaka said something towards me, I'd be unemployed in my real life. Oh my goodness. Kim said she was trying to be soft and pink, but this is exactly why pink don't work for some women. These men, I tell you. Oh my goodness. Well, I love it. Well, you know what? I will be back next Friday for week 36, according to Darian. And we will see. If you guys have some topics, we're gonna have to. I said we are gonna do something fun, and then I came across this prayer, and it just caught my eye. We're gonna play some games next week. Darium, you have to come here and play some games with us. Well, she said, right, Dee, week 36. Jeez, Louise. I just thought that was so funny. He said, week 30. She's been, it's Darium. I was going to stop doing the Friday nights. It's really the ladies that wanted to keep it going. So, but it's fun. It's fun. An hour and a half to 2 hours of laughs and jokes and getting our minds right for this fine man when he comes along. I think that's super cool. All right, so Shady Boots Darium. We can't leave the last word with Shady Boots Darium. We got to leave the last word. Make sure you come back next week for week 5 and 13 for single ladies. Commiserate show. Make sure you hit that. Don't you dare take away my Friday night distraction while I'm at work. Oh, oh, it's Darian. We get some priceless information. Jeez, Louise. Oh, goodness. Why did she say while I'm at work? See, Darian wrong for that. Yeah, you get a thumbs down. Don't thumbs down. You get a thumbs up. Oh my gosh. All right. It's Darian. We're gonna get you the last word, because just before you came in, we were about to cut this off. Darian, what's your last words? Hey, I guess that was it. Give us a thumbs up, but you're gonna say week 300. And then wait, why did you say Miss Linda's been married for 500 years? We caught that too. It's Darian. You got away with numbers tonight. I know that. Darian, we want you to give the last word. And I hope it's not be soft and pink, because I'm already soft and pink when I want to be. Yep, King, last word, because I'm working 5 to 1:30 in the morning. Jeez Louise. Oh, okay. Oh, so sweet. This is why we love you. It's Darian. Have fun, be open to love, and smile more to let folks know you're interested. Yes, that smiling is a key, the key. Dee Dee, you will sleep well tonight. I sure will. I got some good laughs. I will got some good laughs. We're gonna leave on that note. Have fun, be open to love, smile more, and let folks know you're interested. You know, I'm all about that smile. So I agree with that 110%. I'll have to run by my man, but with DM too. I love it. All right, you guys, thank you. Have a great night. Have a great night. I am going to sleep well tonight. I absolutely love it. You guys brought me joy tonight. Good laughs, good laughs, good laughs. Sweet dreams and good night. Bye.